Hello, my name is Ed Colgate. I am a professor in mechanical engineering at Northwestern University. I'm also the director of the Hand Engineering Research Center. I've been at Northwestern for 37 years, and then in that time, my work has really been primarily about dynamic interaction between people and robots and between robots and the environment. Um, I like to look at problems which are deeply bilateral in nature, where information is flowing two ways from a person to the robot and back, but also power is being shared. So something is happening at just an information level, but an energetic level. Um, these days, I'm very involved in sort of all aspects of hand, of course. Our research tends to break into three main areas. One is haptics, haptic interface. That's really been the mainstay of my career. And certainly it's an area that's important in dexterous robotics, especially teaching a robot or teleoperating a robot. If you want a person to feel what the robot feels, then haptics needs to be a part of that equation. The second is dexterity itself. We are quite involved in different aspects of what's going on across the research thrusts of hand. But probably our center of gravity right now is being involved in the system integration team, so actually developing the hands themselves. And then the third area is actuation. Um, this actually spins out of work that I had been doing in haptics some years back in an area known as surface haptics. So if I've got a finger moving across a surface and I want to control what the finger feels, there's various ways to do that. One of them is the use of electroadhesion to control the frictional forces on the finger. These days, we're using electroadhesion not between a finger and the surface, but between two plates, creating these electrically controlled clutches, and then using those in high degree of freedom actuation settings. The sort of problem that you might encounter, or addressing the sort of problem you might encounter in developing a high performance robotic hand. So those are some of the things that we're involved in research. As director of hand, I've had this privilege of working with really an extraordinary team, not just on research, but really across all of the pillars. I should mention that through my career, I've had a chance to start a few companies, take some time away from the university, and really act as an entrepreneur. And one of the lessons that came from that is how critical it is if you really want to innovate and have impact on the world to have a very diverse set of perspectives that come to bear around a problem. So you're not just looking at it in a narrow technical sense, but you're really looking at it in terms of its implications for downstream users, for investors, for all who need to come together. And I think that's what's exciting about an ERC is that we have such a diversity of perspectives that come together as we try to, get this new field of dexterous robotics really spun up and having a positive impact on the world. I feel very privileged to work with such a wonderful, multifaceted team. So thanks for that chance to introduce myself.